Alright, welcome to the den. I'm Deszi the Coyote. So we're going to do a reading on what vital role does this relationship play in your life. Okay? What vital role does this relationship play in your life? So I have the seasons. We got spring, we have autumn or fall, we have summer, and we have winter. Or you can just pick whatever picture resonates with you. And because relationships sometimes can be in our life for seasons, right? So I wanted to use the different seasons to reflect that. But it's just different times for different reasons, right? They all are important, all matter. So pick whatever one you feel called, or you can pick multiple different ones for different relationships. It can be work, it can be romantic, it can be familiar, like family, it could be associates, anything, you know? So yeah, so pick whichever one or ones you feel called to, and I'm gonna get into it. So see you there. All right, for those of you who chose the spring, okay, so let's see. I got some oracles out. So why is this relationship so vital to your life? Okay, so first out you have the high honor, number 25. You have the ship. You have the book. You have the woman. Sorry. Make some room. And you have the crossroads. So this relationship, whatever it is, it could be with a woman. It could be something very feminine. You could be coming into more feminine energy. But whatever this is a high honor for you. This relationship is vital to showing you a higher path. It is to honor you, actually, because I get with this crossroads, it's to bring you to a space where you're able to make a definitive decision that is going to put you in such a higher vibration, a higher perspective, and move into learning more about that, you know, or move away because you have learned from this relationship. Okay, let's get some tarot, and I'm going to do some chakras too. Okay, tell us why this relationship is so vital to their lives. Okay, so you have 3 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Staff in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, the Page of Coins, and 7 of Coins. With the 2 pages on the table, I definitely get that this is a learning situation for you. It's all about learning. This is important. This relationship has been so vital to you learning and evolving. Learning to come out of heavy energy, heartbreaks, heartaches, things that they don't feel the best, right? Things that, you know, get into our head and help our hearts not feel the best, our emotions not feel the best, which is totally natural. That's a part of going through all the faculties of being a being. So with the 6 of Staff in reverse, it's just like you're recognizing that there are some things that's just not worth winning. And I think that's what's going to bring you to a higher space, because you recognize when it's okay to lose that battle. It's not every battle that you want to win. Some battles, it's okay. You have to be willing to lose them. And I think this has taught you that. With this Page of Swords in reverse, I think for you guys, it was just like, it may have taken quite a bit, because I think you guys maybe tried to perceive it first from an intellectual, cerebral mind space first, but you had to actually get your feet on the ground, experience it, and go through it. And that's how you learned what a bad investment really was. When it's something you should continue to invest in, and when it's something you should just let go and release. Okay, so that's why this relationship has been so vital for your life. Let's get you some chakras. Let's clean it up with some chakras. Or clear it up, end it. Yeah. Crown chakra. And dance. Dance, dance, dance. Move some energy around. Make room for new things. You guys are at a crossroads. You're choosing something different and something really awesome and lovely, I think. It's going to be awesome. That's I'm getting. And I think you guys know this with this crown chakra. I get this flood of energy. It's just like, it's like pouring in through you. And I think you feel it. Like I'm getting like it's just coming through my crown chakra and it's just flowing down the outskirts of my body. And it's just like, like it's just like it's unmissable. Okay. You can't deny it, right? So they're just like, dance, release any energies that you're still feeling hung up on, or you're trying to figure out if it's something more to it. Honey, it taught you what it needed to. It taught you when it's time to release. It brought you to the crossroads so that you could understand there are some things that's worth losing because you shouldn't invest in it. Okay. So if someone says, oh, why didn't you invest in that? You sure? You're gonna miss out on this great deal. It doesn't matter. Now you've gone through the experience and you recognize how important it is, because maybe you've done this enough times to recognize, like, when something is a certain way, we can all say like, hey, what a good deal. And then people take the deal and they're like, yeah, it's just part of the game. You lose some, you win some. It's just like, yeah, that's true, but that one was a clear loser. So now you understand that instead of gambling so carelessly, right? Or just like I don't know, like it's gambling with a little bit of extra, right? Because you got a little bit more insight. Gambling with insight, because that, that crown chakra. So, all right, group. Spring group. So thank you for joining me in the den. I hope this message serves you well, and I hope to see you guys again soon. All right, welcome to the den. For those of you who chose the sun or summer group, so let's see why this role is so vital. Why this relationship plays such a vital role in your life. Okay, you have despair. Okay, you have the rider. Oops. There we go. You have the rider. I keep moving stuff around. There we go. The moon. The man. Ooh, I saw that when I split the deck. And the message I got out of that was very clear for me. So I'm going to share that message with you. So you have the moon, the rider, despair, the man, and the cloud. So before I even get to tarot, the message that's coming through for me is that the vital role that this relationship played in your life. So even if this was about not getting a job, not being able to find a job, being in a relationship, being loyal to someone that you were in a relationship with, or just being loyal in general to certain people, places, and things, and it just not turning out the way that you believe that it would. I think the vital role that this relationship is playing in your life is you guys are knowing this despair has showed you when it's time to get up and leave. When it's time to get up and leave, and trusting your intuition more, because you're learning that a lot of times there's a lot of confusion, and this confusion just eats the F away at you. It eats away at you, and you keep trying to figure it out. You keep sticking around for loyalty sakes, for companion sakes. And it's just like, those who will really be with you, they will always be with you. I'm getting in this picture, paying attention to this man, and this dog is at his feet. It's like that dog isn't leaving him. That dog isn't leaving him. So there are people who are there for you. And I mean, this dog isn't going to leave him in the best of ways. I don't mean like a jackass that's just going to hold on or stick around just for the sake of sticking around, even though they're miserable, you're miserable, and it's just not coming together. This relationship has taught you when you needed to experience, unfortunately, right? We needed to experience this level of despair, this level of energy field, so that we can understand that We can trust in our intuition when it tells us this is some bullshit. This is too much confusion all the time. This is too much illusion. There's too much unseen that is not becoming clear. And as soon as we think we're clearing something out, something changes. So this is about making a stand in the sense of I'm going to make the choice to take the direction that I need to take. And I'm going. and I'm not wasting a moment's second more on this confusion, on what we don't know, because I got enough information of what we do know, and all I see is a whole bunch of bullshit over and over again. Okay, so let's get some tarot out. Why is this relationship such a vital role for those who chose this group? Because you need to learn. Yes, this may have been something sweet and awesome, and you may have felt like a kinship to this or something else, like it's near and dear to me, but you need to learn when it's time to walk away, because it's a bad investment, so that you can free yourself from anxieties and fears and just traumas and nightmares and heal, because I believe that's what you guys want. We'll do one more. Yes, when it's time, and that's what you guys had to learn with this Page of Coins. You had to have your feet on the ground, boots on the ground. You had to go through it to really truly learn it and understand it. I feel like you guys are just some of the sweetest people or kindest people or just the downest people, like in the sense that like you stick with people through thick and thin. So you need to know who you should stick with, who you can't stick with. Not because that makes you a bad person or it makes you a weak person or a person who's not. There are people who want people to fight for them, but they're not willing to fight for themselves. How is that fair? And we're not talking about people who need us to fight for them because they're not in a space where they can. And if they were, they would. We're not talking about those people. That's not what we're saying in this situation. We're talking about people, they're in a position to do it and they won't. Okay? Alright. So let's get you some chakras. Let's see some chakra energy. What vital role does this relationship play in your life? It's going to teach you to flow with nature, to understand the way that, I think I got a glare going on that light. These are just my own homemade cards. To teach you to join in with nature, to connect with nature and things that are just more natural, and understand how that flows and goes, and to move. This keeps coming out, so I even got this in my own personal meditation. This dance. Right now, it's so important to move that energy around. Just remember to move energy around when things like are trying to be released and things are ending in our life and new valleys are opening up. Remember to move around, go for walks, get in nature. Even if you're in the house, cut the radio on, your music, whatever, and dance for like at least for like 5 or 10 minutes. Just put on your favorite song and dance. If that's all you can do, put on your favorite song and dance. Move that energy around in a feel-good way so that you can make room for what is trying to come in, and just to shake that energy field out. Okay? Alright. Thank you for joining me, those who chose the summer group in the den, and I hope this message served you well and gave you some insight, and I hope you join me again at another time. Alright. Bye-bye. Alright, for those of you who chose the winter group or the Aurora Borealis, whatever part of it stood out for you, but it's the winter one for me. Let's see why this relationship is plays such a vital role in your life. Oh, I'm Deszi. Welcome to the den. Sorry, I'm just in the flow right now. Thank you for joining me in the den, and let's get going. So you have concern, you have the bed, you have the man, you have spirit, and you have the ship. I think the reason, whatever relationship you're specifically speaking about, I think the reason that this relationship has been so vital to your life because Spirit has been so concerned. I think Spirit has been so concerned. I think they're concerned that you don't rest enough, that you don't really take it easy enough, and that maybe you're not being as mindful as you could be when it comes to your emotional well-being. Okay? So this relationship has been vital in it, sort of either exploring that, expressing that, or bringing that to the forefront to you. Okay? Let's get into the tarot. Page of Swords in reverse. Three of Staff in reverse. Ace of Staff in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And Justice. Excuse me, Justice. I get that Spirit has been trying to teach you this particular thing over whatever this relationship, whether it's work, family, friends, whatever this relationship that you have with, whatever you fill in the blank for relationship that you have with, right? Whatever this is, Spirit is just like, you know, we have been trying to teach you this and asking you to take the step to learn it over and over again. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, but you don't really take the opportunity. You are so kind of like quick to just be like, there's a different way I can go about it. It's a different way I can do it. And Spirit is wanting you to know that when you don't take the time to rest, when you don't take the time to learn and grow in different ways, when you don't take the time to take care of your emotional health and well-being and things like that, and rest, right? When you don't take the time to do that, then sometimes the things that happen that put us on our ass, or, you know, that make us have to go through that process, that's justice, because it needs to happen. This is something that needs to be understood. There are cases and situations in our life where we signed up for us to absolutely learn that lesson, and there are times when it's just like we get to maneuver a little bit more. So this may be one of those things in your life where it's just like it's vital that you learn this lesson. Okay, it's vital that you gain this experience. It's vital that you come to understand it. Okay, so that's why I feel like this relationship, this is the message Spirit is bringing in, why it's been so vital. The vital role that it's been playing. It's been trying to get you to rest. Well-being is so much more important than to just keep going and going and going. And when you don't rest in things and don't take that time away, or to vacation, or to just take care of yourself and take breaks and pauses and things like that, and take care of and check your emotional well-being, or your mental well-being, and just your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, then it's just like the things that happen are kind of justice if it causes us to stop, if it causes us to correct that, and we didn't want it to correct then. Okay? Say, well, this is the worst time it could happen. Well, I've been trying to get you to have it happen so many other times, so this is where we're at. Okay? Alright, let's get some chakras out for you. Meditate. See, they're trying to get you to sit your ass down. You know, take some time. Take some time with them. Take some time with yourself, okay? And throat chakra. You need to learn how to better communicate your emotions, your feelings, what you need. If you need to take a damn break, then you need to take a break, and you need to express that. If you need rest, you need rest. If you need to be able to just stop because it's enough, then that's what you need. If you need someone to give you a hug, if you need someone to support you, those are valid things, okay? So you need to sit and kind of take a break and come to terms with that for yourself. This is what this relationship is trying to foster in your life. Okay, this is why it's so important. This is what it's teaching you. All right, so I hope this message reaches you when you need it, and I hope it serves you very well. Thank you for joining me in the den, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. All right, welcome to the den. I'm Deszi the Coyote. So we have those of you who have chose the group, the fall group or the autumn group. Okay, so let's see why this relationship, what vital role this relationship plays in your life. You guys, upon my shuffle, got so many more than the kind of like intentions I set for cards to come out. So much more wanted to come out for you. So you guys have adjudication, you have the child, you have the fox. I haven't seen them, I just more came out, so I'm seeing them when you see them. The fox, the woman, the rider, the lilies, and the dog. Okay. Okay, so with this group, I get kind of a very specific message. I had to pause it for a minute because it was really flowing in. And I just want to take a moment to make sure I was receiving the message just unhindered time-wise. So I get that for those of you who chose this group, this relationship has been a vital part of your life, right? The vital role it has played is, I feel like maybe some of you were in a relationship where maybe you're separated now, divorced, or going through some, like maybe wanting or needing to separate, and this could be someone you have a child with. This could be someone that you're considering the child in this situation. There's been a lot of tricky things though. There's been a lot of you've had to think on your toes in a lot of ways, and you've had to it's like you're constantly going through different channels to try to figure out a way and try to work with it. I think this role is teaching you, if you know that you could have been going through this with it's teaching, anyway, I'm not even going there. It's teaching you to step into this more nurturing energy and recognize that it's okay to step into that energy, and it's okay with this rider. It's okay to decide when it's time to go and move to peace and be loyal to that, because you're being loyal to, you know, what you love. So if it's just like you have to make a decision like, okay, what's best for my child? You know, what's best? And you know that the togetherness is not best. This is teaching you that. This is very clearly teaching you that, okay? Wow. See? This is how it was when I shuffled your cards earlier. They kind of were just like ready to talk. So you guys may be holding a lot back, or just feel like explosive, like, you know, there's just maybe a lot of emotions or a lot of energy just really wants to come through. But that's okay. We're going to hear it out. We're going to feel it out. We're going to see it. Okay. You got the Seven of Staffs in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Six of Swords, the King of Staffs, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Swords. This is very clear. This has told you that, you know, not standing your ground on what you believe in and what you signed up for, even if it's in a relationship, okay? If you signed up for it to be a certain way when it comes to a relationship and those requirements are not met on both ends, it's okay to say, okay, we tried, we're bringing this up, it's not happening, it's time to move on. Let's just come to a space of peace. And if you can't, if that other person doesn't want to come to peace with you, then you go to peace on your own. You go towards peace. You be loyal to that, okay? You have to stand in that, and you know that things are falling down and they need to come down, and you need to move to calmer waters and peaceful waters, and you need to stand on that power, that self-power. You need to make that wholehearted choice, and you need to put some motion and energy behind it as well, because what you want is a battle that you can win, okay? what you want, what you're working towards, the ideal, you know, of having it be something different. If it can't be that, that's totally possible. So this is teaching you. That's the vital role that this relationship has been teaching you. Even if things don't go the way you want them to, you still have to make a decision to go in the direction, in a space of peace. Okay? And you can do it. You can still get there. Okay? You can still get the dreams and stuff you want. And maybe this taught you what you really want. Okay? Excuse me. Alright, let's get a couple chakra cards. Alright. Third eye chakra. Anxiety, depression, judgmental, dismissive, unbalanced. I feel like this has really just been knocking you guys off to where you're just like, do I do it? Do I not do it? And, you know, you can't put the blame on anyone else. You can't overblame yourself. You can't stay in this anxiety and this low energy. You have to go through it. You have to allow yourself to work through it. This is going to be so very important for you, okay? Yeah, sacral energy. That's that energy behind it, okay? You're going to have to give yourself some fire. You're going to have to put some fire, some energy, some motivation behind going in the direction you need to. That's going to release a lot of anxiety, even though you're just like thinking about that and attempting that is causing me anxiety to begin with. Once you take that first step, anxiety is going to start to fall off faster than you could ever realize. And then once you take a step and you take a step and you're taking a step and you're taking a step and it comes step after step after step, it just becomes normal to take the steps. And you stop thinking about how it was going to be so hard or it's just the anxiety of taking the first step. Now you're just stepping and soon you'll probably be jogging or running, okay? So that's the role that this relationship has been. So that's why it's been vital in your life, okay? To teach you when it's time to get up and go. And go towards your peace and go towards your dreams and your hopes and just calm and you can still win and still accomplish what you want to, okay? Even if things don't go working out, you know, just make peace, no judgment, take accountability. If someone else doesn't take their accountability, that has nothing to do with you. Take yours, go with peace, okay? All right, thank you for joining me in the den. I hope this message finds you when you need it and I hope it serves you well. All right, bye-bye.